Hello folks, it's that time again for What's for Supper Wednesday, and one more week here we'll be using the smoker outside. Now the pork butt we did a while back, something happened to the footage, so we're going to do this again, except this time with a pork loin. And the goal is we're going to cook it and we'll slice it up also. And this time for the marinade, we're going to be putting in 3 tablespoons of a rub. And also there's a guy at work, he told me about a different rub. We'll be trying that a little bit later on. And then 2 tablespoons of butter. About a cup of this apple juice here. And then probably a 1/4 cup of the Dale seasoning. That'll be for our marinade and our injection. And then what we'll do, we'll rub it down with mustard again, and then we'll put on our rub, and then hopefully we'll show you all the steps today. Let's get started. Folks, I went ahead and just added all the apple juice to this here. Whatever we don't inject, we'll pour in the bowl underneath of it, or the pan, I should say, in the smoker. But now what we're going to do, we're going to get our mustard and put that on the meat here. Then we'll put our, just like the last time, we'll put on our rub, and then we'll start injecting it. Be sure to shake your mustard up good here. Sound like we have to buy some mustard, should?
Yep.
All right. And like I said before, this here really doesn't add anything to the flavor. It just helps the rub bind to it. And as you can tell, pork loins are really lean meat. So that's why we're going to be adding extra injection to it today. Have more moisture in there. And since it's a smaller cut of meat, it shouldn't take as long on the smoker. You'll have to pay attention to the temperature. Wash my hands here. But yeah, we'll use this rub here one more time. And then future video we'll show the other rub that guy at work was telling me about. He said it's real good. And then what we'll do, we'll try to keep the smoker today. We'll let this sit for several hours. And then what we'll do, we'll try to keep the smoker on 225. And then we'll just keep checking the temperature there. Alrighty. And then we're gonna slice it up again. Just go around in several places there. I think I told you melt the butter and put in the injection. Mix it in there with it. Alrighty, folks, we injected it there. Got just a little bit more. Carolyn didn't have the camera rolling. It shot out all over the place. Now, we'll let that sit. We'll set it in the refrigerator. Let it sit there for a little bit. We're gonna go out here and try to get some corn planted and all. And then we'll get the smoker going. We'll get it cooked today. We'll wrap it. We might eat some this evening there. We'll slice it off. But we're planning, well, folks around here, you can't say plan. If we plan something, it will go
awry.
Terribly awry. So we try not to even mention the word plan anymore. But I'm going to put just a little bit more rub back on this here. You can see where some of it's got washed off. And then we'll be showing you next steps as they come along. See you in a little bit, folks. Alrighty, folks. Get ready to set this on there. Now, pour my juice back down in here. Now, go ahead and place this on here. We'll keep coming out checking. We'll try to keep our temperature on 225, around in that area. Of course, it's starting to rain right now. We've had real good luck here with the weather here lately. Alrighty. Okay, we want it to be 145. It's 140 right there. But once we, down here, it's 151. 147. 158. Now, what we'll do, once you take it off and you wrap it, it's going to continue cooking some on the inside. Now, if we can get this off without burning up ourselves here. Hot. Laugh at me. All right. Now, we'll take it in the house. I'll wrap it up one more time with another piece. And we may even take on top, squirt a little bit of parquet on top of it there, and let it finish sitting there, and then we'll let it cool. Tomorrow we'll slice it. We may try a little piece tonight just to see how it is. All right, let's put on just a little bit of parquet down through here. And then we'll wrap it. Okay, folks, we'll show you the next step whenever we get to it. Alrighty, folks. This is the next day. We're going to cut it in half first, where it'll be a little bit easier to get on the meat slicer over here. Okay, what I'm going to do, folks, we're going to slice this up, and then we're going to put it in a glass pan with a lid. Put just a little bit of moisture down in it to reheat it back up. Alrighty, folks. You can see we're slicing that pretty thin here. And what we'll do, we're going to put this in a glass bowl with a lid, and we'll heat it back up, warm it up there. You could eat it. It's been cooked. We cooked it up to 140 degrees, which when we wrapped it up, after I checked it a little bit there, it went to 147. So that there is safe for pork. But we'll go ahead, we'll heat it up there just to warm it up for when we take it over to Mom's. This darker color here is one of the areas where we injected it. Alrighty folks, as you can see, it made a pile of meat again. That's one reason I like those little meat slicers. You can buy like a little bonus ham. I don't know if they sell them everywhere around. I'm sure they do. We like to get those little Kentucky Legend hams. They're double smoked. They're good. And you can take one of them and slice it up on the meat slicer after you've cooked it there. And Lord, you can get you several meals out of it. And then plus taking the work. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this here. I'll put a little bit of water down in this pan. And you could use apple juice. But all we're going to do, we're going to just kind of steam it. We don't want it to dry out. The meat's good and moist right now. And we'll just warm it up. Turn the oven to 225. And we'll place that in there for just a little bit. And then we'll be ready to eat. Alrighty, we'll show you that on a bun here in just a minute there. Alrighty folks, here we've got it out of the oven. It's heated up, still good and juicy. Alrighty, Daniel's gonna fix him a sandwich right now. Boy, look at all this. Feast. Alrighty folks, we're going to use this little plate right here. Now get a little bit out, place on there. A little bit more, never hurt anybody. Now squeeze on some of our sauce. There you go. Alrighty folks, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Lord willing, we'll be seeing you Friday. Thank you again for watching.